Hello and welcome to Aha Moments. This one was originally sent out by email on October 2nd, 2023. So if you're in the email list, you got this. So I'm happy that you joined us to have a little more of a discussion. It's called Down the Drain. If you are not on our special list, then go on to jrang.com and sign up. And then you'll get your Aha every Monday morning at Eastern time, 8 a.m. So let's get going here. You're familiar with aha moments. You've had aha moments, right? Those little flashes of brilliance that hit you. And sometimes they're little, sometimes they're just little nuances or something somebody says or something that you read that, you kind of get something in a different way. And then there's those big, crack across the head that really wake you up. Sometimes a circumstance that happens, or again, something you read, something somebody says, sometimes they're little, sometimes they're big, but I believe we learn one aha moment at a time. And so the aha moments here that I'm writing Aha Moment Mondays, I've been writing for about 8 years now, are circumstances that you would experience on, at some point in your life. I was going to say on a regular basis, but some of them, are going to be more familiar with others. But the whole point of them is to take just a little deeper look at something or shift perspective in some way. So let's get on. I'm going to read the one that was, I'm going to call it up. I'm going to read the one that was released on October 2nd, and then we'll just elaborate on it a little bit. And as always, I look forward to your comments afterward as well. Oh, here it goes. Whoops, that's not the right one. Let's get the right one here. Here we go. Down the drain. What powers you up? What really gets you excited and makes you want to jump out of bed, run to your office, or hightail it to an event? If you're like most, you get excited about vacation, the vacation that you take from day-to-day life. But what if life was the vacation, or at least created enough positive energy that you didn't feel the need to break from it? Let's first look at what can drain you. Being in an environment where you can't be yourself, you have to hold your tongue or modify your behavior to fit in. Doing work that's only moderately fulfilling, maintaining out of sync friendships just because of the length of time invested, saying yes when your schedule, body, and soul wants no, trading time for money that inhibits the ability to do much more than paying living expenses, trying to fix people, conducting a daily routine that limits discovery opportunities, spending far too much time in front of blue light electronics versus natural light, consuming toxins, packaged foods, coffee, stinky attitude, useless TV, false narratives, sunscreen, Teflon, fluoride that inhibit great health and keep you small, becoming distracted from what's important. And what are the lies we tell ourselves about any of these drains? Do we pretend that we won't be affected, or that we convinced ourselves that maybe we're not deserving of life's joyful abundance and accept limitations as our true nature? Aha. The only BS I need in my life is beach and sunshine. I observed that the happiest people are the ones with a solid connection to nature, to source, and with themselves. Happy, fulfilled people have great vibes because they're authentic. They stand for what they believe and are unafraid of the backlash from people who don't understand or accept them. They never shy away from hard work, but don't work for money. They work for lifestyle, for growth, for expansion, for connection, and for meaning. The vacation then is simply a change of scenery as they peacefully and confidently take themselves wherever they go. What does your drain look like? Find your power in finding what lifts you and dump the rest. Mandy Hale said, growth is painful, change is painful, but nothing is more painful than staying stuck somewhere you don't belong. How is that? So all about the vacation, all about taking breaks, all about working on purpose, all about being in all about being where you're supposed to be at any given time, right? So I think that's the thing is, I got this, I think it says, I got this from my desk. It says, do what you love and love what you do. And I put it on my desk and so that I see it many, many times a day. And it is a reminder that am I doing what I'm really enjoying? And I have to admit, there are times during the day I'm doing tasks or I'm handling things that really aren't bringing much fulfillment. Maybe they're work that I think that somebody else would enjoy more than I do, or they're a distraction, and sometimes, I don't know about you, but sometimes I procrastinate on things, that's got self-sabotage written all over it, right? Procrastinate on things that I don't want to do because I'm looking for something that's more fulfilling. So that having to feel like we have to go on vacation because we're not making the money that we want, or we're not doing the work that we want, or somehow, that we're, all of the little drains. And one of the drains was trying to fix people. I mean, people spend so much time worrying about other people versus worrying about themselves, right? Or, spending time, as we said, with, stinky attitudes and toxic TV and filling themselves in chemicals. Those are all drains. Those are all things that make you feel unwell and take away from you being all that you could be, right? So our intelligent mind knows that. We know that packaged foods is probably not good for us, but it's convenient, so we do it, right? So taking a look at that vacation and saying, if I never took another vacation, I never took a day off, how would I be? How would I feel? You pause and think about that for a second. I know I did when I said it. And I don't take a lot of vacations. I enjoy traveling. I enjoy experiencing. I enjoy that change of scenery. At the same time, I think that doing the work that I've been doing for a long time and moving even more into a direction of where I'm going right now, it just feels like there's always so much to do. There's always something to create, something to write, somebody to connect with, something to build. And all of that is very energizing for me. Shouldn't say all of it. There are elements, as I mentioned at the beginning, there are elements that I think somebody else could probably do a better job at than I do. Sometimes it is a bit overwhelming. However, the work itself in general fulfills me. It makes me feel like I'm doing something meaningful. I'm connecting with amazing people. And it's interesting that when you get in that energy, who you attract and what happens. So huge shifts have happened for a lot of us in the last few years, and we need to recognize that, what do we need to release? Where do we need to focus in order to go forward and not feel like we need that vacation, that we're taking ourselves with us? And if we are taking time to do something different, it's because we're choosing to, it's enriching us in some way that we may not get by being, maybe in the home front. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that that was meaningful for you. And as I said, I always enjoy your comments back. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And thanks for liking and sharing. And as always, succeed deliberately.